Hi, good evening. So it's a very long time since we had a interaction. Probably this is the first video of my this year. Anyway, so I will be telling about how my life has been in the past few months and weeks, how I have evolved myself into the phase of next lockdown speculation as well. So the today's date is 26th of March 2021 and it's 16:10 hours. I had made one more video of mine, but unfortunately that was deleted and it was bad on my part that I was unable to upload that as well. Now, coming to the fact what has gone for me in the past few weeks and months, I had given the exams of my 7th semester, and I would say that was not exams but more of a joke because it was all online and we had to submit the exams answer sheets online as well. It was an absolute mockery of the exams, but at the end they were exams. Yes, I cheated in the exams as well. I won't deny that fact. Coming to the other part, how my routine has been. My routine has been pretty good these days. Most of the times I am able to wake on time at 400 hours. Sometimes I am unable to wake, and as a resultant, I also skip my gym workouts on those days when I am unable to wake up on time. I still have some weight to lose. You may see these about of fat on me. Definitely I'm getting there, but it's just the process which I have to make sure that I am doing and doing and doing and doing. Talking about my CDS attempt, yes, I cleared the CDS 1 2021, but unfortunately I cannot go for the SSB. I will be only eligible legally in regard to the SSB with my next CDS exam if I clear that as well. The journey has been good. I have been focusing off lately more on the accuracy part rather than how much syllabus I can finish off. It's important that I focus on the accuracy because the more accurate answers I am delivering on the OMR sheet, the more better it will be for me as I will be answering those correctly. Now let's talk about a bit farmers protest which has taken a huge rise in my state, in my region at a very large scale. The farmers protest has been going on since the last year, since November if I'm not wrong. The protest started in the June itself when the three ordinances were promulgated by the President of India. The protest took a large scale when the bills were shown in the parliament and they were passed as well. The NDA led government didn't had a problem in the Lok Sabha. It faced a bit of problem in Rajya Sabha because it was a bit short of majority in the Rajya Sabha, but anyhow the bill was cleared over there as well. I won't go into the big details whether the bill is black or it's white or it's gray. I will just wind up in few sentences about my opinion. The bill are good. That's the fact. But they are not the best. If both the ends agree upon and settle down to make amendments to the laws, they can definitely make these laws the best ones, the much needed reforms. Now talking about the big story of minimum support price, MSP, the government if it even wants it cannot take it from the farmers. It is actually bound. The short reason is that in the FCI, we supply the food to all the needy people. In 2013, we had a very beautiful act named the National Food Security Act, in which we had a mission that we will feed the whole of India. However, that act was very much criticized by the World Trade Organization, but it aimed at feeding the people at very minimal rates, and it is helping people. It also aims at the midday meal empowerment. So, from where does the government supplies to the National Food Security Act and to the midday meal? They all go through the Food Corporation of India. And if the Food Corporation of India is not buying at the minimum support price and instead buying it from the private players, or what we say is the corporates, then it will not be beneficial for them. And instead, the whole purpose of the act of the national food security and the midday meal, that will go in vain. So the government will not bring any law for MSP, but it is also assured that the government cannot take away the MSP. The contract farming is one of the most beautiful act which has been ever written and read by me. It has given so much power to the farmer, but the only condition for the farmer is that it must be educated. I believe that today's farmer has a lot of money but is not good on the part of education. If he or she can be educated, I believe they will make the most of the contract farming ever. In a nutshell, I would say, yes, there are some genuine reasons to be worried of in the act which are actually not being talked about. For example, one small thing is that the act says that any private player which may enter into the market just needs to hold a PAN card. I mean, how ridiculous is that? Is that anyone with a PAN card can enter into the market? There must be some bonds which have to be filled by that person for the security of the payment of the farmer. Few more things like the the case to the subdivisional magistrate. A lot of people have been believing that if all the powers are just vested in the subdivisional magistrate, they will lose out the confidence in the courts. But let me also bring one fact to you. If any case goes to the district court or to the high court, it takes years for its judgment. Whereas when the decision will be at the subdivisional magistrate, the decision will be such which is accepted by both the parties. And in case if both the parties are not ready to accept it, then they're free to go in the court. I believe that there should be communication from both the ends, and just having a staunch approach that these are black laws and should be repealed anyhow. That's not how a wise farmer would talk about. I believe that the protest should end. The common people of Delhi which live in the nearby region, they are facing a lot of problem due to these protesters. I hope you are in good health, you are in good shape. Take care. Jai Hind. And make sure you write down how you feel about my stammering, because I do not hesitate in admitting the fact that I stammer, but I also proudly announce that I am improving in my stammering, and that's very much evident from my videos as well. Thank you.